So you've got a business trip to Canada lined up, important meetings, networking events, and a lot of money on the line, but suddenly you remember that you have a DUI on your record. Now you're asking yourself, can I even cross the border? Today we're breaking down exactly what happens if you find yourself in this situation and how to make this trip still happen legally. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Miriam and I am part of the marketing team here at Canada. If you've been charged with a DUI and you have an upcoming work or business trip to Canada, then there are a few things that you must know before you book that flight or arrive at the border. What a DUI means in Canada. Canada takes DUIs very seriously and it is treated like a serious offense even if it was your first offense or it occurred a long time ago. This means that your DUI can very well make you criminally inadmissible to Canada. You may be denied entry even if it's for a quick business trip because you are subject to the same admissibility rules just as everyone else. This is not necessarily about punishment. Canada's immigration officers are responsible for protecting public safety and a DUI is considered a big risk factor. Whether you're entering Canada for meetings, conferences, trainings, or even networking events, Canada still has a right to refuse your entry if they deem you inadmissible. This applies whether you're driving, flying, or arriving by any means of transportation. At this point, you might be asking, what if my DUI happened years ago? Can I still go if it was my first offense? The short answer is having a DUI on your record, no matter how old, can still be an issue. But there are still ways to enter Canada legally, even with a DUI on your record. So how can you still enter Canada with a DUI? Canada does offer legal pathways if you find yourself inadmissible because of a DUI. Your main options include 1. A temporary resident permit, which is a temporary solution that lets you enter Canada if you qualify despite your inadmissibility. To get a TRP, you must prove to the immigration officers that your reason for travel outweighs the risk that you present. For a business trip, this means a letter from your employer, conference or meeting details, itineraries, and evidence that the trip is essential. You can apply for a TRP at the border, which is faster, however, it is a higher risk. Most of the time, it's recommended to apply through a consulate, which may take some time, but it is much safer. This permit is usually valid for the duration of your trip. The second pathway is criminal rehabilitation. Unlike a TRP, which is a temporary solution, criminal rehabilitation is a permanent solution. If you first qualify for criminal rehabilitation and are approved, then your DUI will no longer make you inadmissible to Canada. Key requirements for criminal rehabilitation include at least 5 years have passed since your sentence or your probation was completed, a fully documented application, and proof that you've been rehabilitated. Once approved for criminal rehabilitation, you can enter Canada just like any other visitor for business or leisure without needing any special permits. Another pathway is through deemed rehabilitation. In some cases, you may automatically become admissible without applying for rehabilitation if enough time has passed. Usually, this is if 10 or more years have passed since everything was completed on your offense and if you have a single non-serious offense. But because a DUI is now treated as a serious offense in Canada since December of 2018, deemed rehabilitation is no longer an option in DUI cases. Your next option is to obtain a legal opinion letter. This is a letter from an immigration lawyer such as the ones here at Canada. This letter clearly explains your criminal history and explains why you should be allowed entry into Canada. It's especially useful if your case is complex, like a dismissed charge, a minor offense that's still affecting you, or a misunderstanding in your records. Although a legal opinion letter does not guarantee entry, it still can influence the officer's decision at the border. The importance of planning in advance. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until the last minute to figure this all out. Heading to the border unprepared, especially for a work trip, can lead to being denied entry, missing important meetings, damaging your business relationships, losing all the money you spent on travel, or even worse, losing your job. That's why addressing your admissibility before your trip is crucial. Now let's answer some of the questions you may have. Will Canada automatically deny me if I have a DUI? Not necessarily, but as mentioned, without the proper documentation, you may be denied. Is a DUI always treated as a serious offense? Generally, yes, especially in Canadian immigration contexts. Can I apply for a TRP at the Canadian border? Yes, but it is riskier than applying ahead of time. Does criminal rehabilitation work for business travel? Yes, once approved, criminal rehabilitation applies to all types of travel, including business. How long does a TRP take? If applied at the border, it can be immediate. However, if you apply at a consulate, it can take up to 6 months depending on the urgency. Should I get legal help? Getting legal help in any immigration case can significantly improve your chances of approval, especially in complex cases. So yes, to sum it all up, it is 100% possible to travel to Canada despite having a DUI or criminal record, but only if you take the right steps and plan accordingly. Don't leave your travel or business opportunities up to chance, as it is definitely not worth it. If you need any guidance or want to understand your options for coming to Canada with a DUI or criminal record, our team at Canadeem is here to help. You can go ahead and fill out the form located on our website that I've linked down below in the description box for your convenience, or if you would rather reach out to us directly, you can email us at help@canadeem.com or call us at 1-844-774-0700. As always, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it to a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful immigration videos and helpful tips such as this one. If you have any questions or requests for future immigration videos, please let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to make it happen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.